And a very good morning to you. I hope you are well, being Monday the 15th of February already, right in the middle of the month. I hope you are well. Now, if you are new or relatively new to us, then I am Craig Laird, and this is Crafter's Companion. This is Wake Up Call with Craig. So you're going to be seeing me Monday to Friday for an hour, 9 a.m. here in the UK. For you guys across in the States, it's 4 a.m. Eastern Time or 1 a.m. Pacific Time. Now, you can, and I know many of you do, either get up to watch or stay up to watch. However, you guys stateside or really anywhere else in the world for Wake Up Call or any of our shows, you can watch back at any time throughout the day at your own convenience. You know, it could be later on in the day, it could be the next day, it could be the next week. We are always there for you to go back and watch. So it's great to have your company, and with it being the start of the week, what we have got is we've got a special guest. Now, it does say here, I have to say, I have a special guest and a friend. That's what I'm being told that I have to say. Let's just leave it at a special guest. You often hear me speaking to him, giving him stick, and I'm getting stick in return as well. Adam, you have been asking for weeks to actually see Adam. You want to see what he is like in person and all about him. So we have got him on the show today on Wake Up Call. So we're going to have a little bit of a chat with him and see what he likes to get up to when he's not here. But then what we're also going to do is we're going to bring you in another hints and tips. So hint and tips that I'm going to be showing you today is how you can refill your classic pens. This is one you get asked quite a lot, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a few moments to actually show you how you can do that. So that's what's going to be coming up throughout Wake Up Call. We're going to start off as we always do when it comes to craft fall. And what I want to say straight away, this is the only craft fall of the day. There is not one later on because you guys stateside have an HSN Facebook Live with Sarah, so this is the only one. Now, this craft vault, this is going to be kicking off what we're calling a freebie frenzy. So this says a lot of things on the website you're going to find that are buy two, get one free. Now, this is what we're going to be showcasing when it comes to craft vault. So what you're going to do is you are paying for the two Harmony water reactive, well, they're not even water reactive, they're quick dry, which is even better. You're getting these two, and you're getting the stamp for free. So what you've got is, you've got your two colours, so you've got your Spring Meadow Plum Jam, paying for them, and you're going to be getting the stamps for free. Nice sentiment stamps, and that I'm going to be showing you them just shortly. So when it comes to craft vault, it's 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Time. And that, of course, is going to be myself and Ben. And then we have something that I am absolutely buzzing about. We've got the launch of a brand new nitwit collection. This is positivity. So you guys stateside, you got your eyes on these last month on HSN. However, for the full bundle, you sold it out even before I got to showcase it live. So this is the launch today on Crafters TV with myself and Ben. Best value, as always, is in the full bundle. Straight away you can see there, $79.99 here in the UK, $124.95 in the US of A. But if you are in Club Inspire, you are going to be paying even less than that. So you have got that full bundle there if you want to go for that one. Launch day 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Time. And then what we've got is Monday Makers, and that's when Sarah's going to take over with Ben. And this is our Floral decoupage collection. Now this is one that I really wanted to bring back in to Wake Up Call because you know how much I adore my floral decoupage. And when it comes to this one here, you're getting all of these elements that you can see in total here. You're getting the peonies, you're going to be getting the floral sprays, and you're also going to be getting the classic rose as well. So that is giving you the dies, that's giving you the stamps as well, not forgetting the paper pad as well. So you have got all of them, and when it comes to these, we've got additional elements that you could be using in conjunction. However, these are coming up 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time or 8 a.m. Pacific Time. But also, because it's Monday, we're going to be showcasing you our brand new Get It, Got It, Good. We have got our Spectrum Noir. This is our hint of pen. So this is giving you the classic selection. So this is giving you that little bit of a hint and a tint. These are going to work perfectly with your classic range, or of course individually. £41 here in the UK, $62 in the United States. Of course, as I always say, when it comes to our Club Inspire, you are going to be paying less than that. So always go across and have a look and see what else you could be popping into your basket. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Right, let's have a look and see what everyone is saying this morning. We've got Hannah Hicks saying good morning, Craig and all the team. And the crafty peeps, hope you are okay. I am very well, thank you. I'm extra energised. Maybe you've seen yesterday, and you've seen Second Chance Sunday as well as Craft Vault. It was myself that was on yesterday, kind of last minute change. So I'm kind of raring to go now with it being Monday morning. Going to read your comments, anything that you want to ask, any questions. If you just want to say hello, you want to say good morning, tell me, how was your weekend? What did you get up to at the weekend? Just let us know. You can see the strap along the bottom. Get social with us. Of course, it can be either on YouTube or on our Facebook, so do let us know. Maddie is saying good morning. Good morning to you. We have got Helen Peachy is saying good morning from a damp dairy Bolton. Yeah, it's a bit like that as well here today. The snow's starting to go eventually. Rita is saying morning, Craig and all the gang. Good morning. So today we've got Erin and we've got Charlotte in the gallery. So we've changed that about just for today, because if you missed the very start, we've now got Adam. He's in the studio. We'll be having a chat with him just later on. Then we've got Terry is watching live for the first time. Brilliant. Well, welcome, Terry. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's 4 a.m. and I am still up waiting for the snow to start. Okie doke. So you're obviously a snow lover. Excellent. We do love a bit of snow as well. And then Christine is saying, good morning from a rainy Surrey. Well, good morning to you. Whatever your weather is like, I hope you stay well and you're staying safe when it comes to the weather outside. But what we're going to do is we're going to show you Craft Vault. So let's bring these ones in. So when it comes to Craft Vault, let me change this one because that is Monday Makers that we'll show you later on. So when it comes to the Craft Vault, it is, what was that, Erin? No, right, so when it comes to Craft Vault, so you're going to be paying for 2 items and you're going to be getting a third one for absolutely free. So what you can do is head across, Freebie Frenzy, and this is where we are going to be showcasing what we can when it comes to Craft Vault and also on Wake Up Call. So you can see, there we go, perfect, right along the bottom. So you'll always find them on the website, but we are showcasing this one anyway, specifically on Wake Up Call. So what we can do is let's have a couple of layers in. We've got a few mats and layers. So I've got my card blank that is 5 inches. So I've got a bit of grey card. I've got some, look at that canary. This is from our Centura Pearl. And then what we're going to bring all these layers in. So you know what I'm like by now. I like to do my mats and layers. So this one, of course, this one is 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and then this one I did cut it to 5 inches and then I just trimmed a little border all the way around, so it's just shy of the 5 inches mark. Then what I done is I brought in a white layer which was 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then what I done is I drew a pencil line from corner to corner at a curve, and then what we've done is we've just snipped that away. So now what I can do, let's bring in our stamp set here. So within the stamp set, you're going to be getting I Love You. I'm going to bring in a bit of paper so we can see this better. We're going to be bringing in the I Love You. You've got With Love. You've got You're Engaged, On Your Wedding Day, Lots of Love, and Made with Love. You've got all these additional components as well that you can build upon. So build upon? You maybe build upon them if you want, but you're certainly going to build upon them, that is for sure. And you've got that nice free-flowing swirly font to go with the full lot. So let's go for With Love. So we're past Valentine's Day, so we won't go with I Love You, but let's go with Love. So what we've got within these ones here is because these are so flexible. So you're able to go around corners, straight lines, borders, anything as such. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position this where I want it to go. And don't worry if it's a little bit shy, because what you can do is come along with your black pen or whatever colour you're using, and then you can add to the colour. So what I'm going to do I happen to have any of the colours here? Do I have Plum Jam to hand? Oh, I've got Spring. We could use Spring Meadow on this one, but I want to make it really prominent. Tell you what we will do is, although I do have Spring Meadow there, let's just go for the Flagstone, and this is going to make it really stand out for you to see. So we've got our sentiment here. I'm going to bring in my stamping platform, and let's bring in our 6x6, just so that we've got a nice big scope for this one. So we can, of course, either twist them when it comes to the cardstock. What we can also do is, if you want to manipulate it that little bit more, I'm going to pop that one on, and then what I'm going to do is just have a little play about, and I'm going to move it around so we get a bit more of a curvature. And because the stamps cling to your stamping platform, we can follow all the way around. So I'm going to come round that a little bit more, add in that bit of curvature. And as you can do, is you can have a play about, you can change it completely. So where my fingers are here, you could completely change the direction and have a play and see which way that you want it to go. But let's go for, I'm quite happy with that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just press that into place. We're going to bring in our stamping mat just to make it that little bit more precise when it comes to stamping. And we can then ink this one up. So let's ink this with our flagstone for this one. The reason I'm going with flagstone is because I have that grey layer on the back. So it's going to just stand out that little bit more. So what I can then do is pop that one over the top, and I'm going to press that into place. So press that nice and firmly, removing that one, and then we now get that lovely swirly font that's got "With Love." So we can move that one out of the way for now. Let's bring in our layers. Now I believe I have already got my adhesive on the back, which I do, wonderful. So let's layer these ones up. So simply just by layering up with my mats and layers, let's also have a look, see what everyone is saying. Right, we've got Susan Roth saying good morning from Switzerland. Well, good morning to you. Fabulous to see someone else from another country as well. Lovely to have your company this morning. Susan Elliott is saying, love the new Nitwit collection. So do I. It is gorgeous, isn't it? Really nice when it comes to your doggies and the cats. Then we've got Christine on Facebook is saying, I was watching you all weekend. Sorry, don't want that to sound creepy. Don't worry, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, so that's fine. So yeah, between myself, well, Fiona first off, and then I took over. So let's layer these ones up now into place. And we've got Carrie saying, we even have snow here in Texas. This weekend is historic for us. Coldest temps in 30 years. Really? Wow. Gosh, yeah, you don't always think of Texas having snow, do you? Well, I don't anyway. I always think of Texas being warm and heat and yeah. Erin, being our fellow American here, she is saying that she's never heard or known of Texas to have snow either. But she did live very far. Whereabout were you, Erin? New Hampshire in Florida was Erin. Now, I did know that, but just in case anyone else was wanting to know, maybe you're tuning in. That's why I wanted to double check. So here we'll go. We've layered all these ones up now, and what we're going to do is let's pop some pads on, and we can add a bit of height to this one. So let's pop these ones on, and then we're going to run over to the back with this. So what I'm going to do is let's pop this one into place, holding it in, and then just to say as well, when we finish this one, what I am going to do is I'm going to show you a bit of a hint and a tip of how you can refill your classic pens. Apparently, maybe an issue or something with the deal on the website. Just keep an eye on it. We're getting it fixed. Must be the Monday morning gremlins, but they are pesky gremlins are in there already. But you know what? It will be sorted. The team are on it. Now what I'm doing is, because I already had this one pre-prepped, so you could of course use any of these additional stamps that you can see here, fully decorate it if you want. But if you don't have anything extra, that's what you can do. But I have these hearts. These hearts were actually from our stacked easel dies, and I thought we would go for a bit of a yellow tone on this one here. But if I lift this one up, that's all that I'm going to do. A nice little 5x5 card. We've got that sentiment that's just doing that curve all the way around. We're getting the hearts just nicely popping out with a bit of ginger card that you can see here. So bring it in a little bit closer for you to see. So you can see how that looks how nice it looks. You don't need to layer it up with foam pads if you don't want to, but that option is there. So that's just one of the things that myself and Ben are going to be showing you very shortly in Craft Vault. It's whatever vault it is. It's a vault. It's a vault with loads of stuff in it. So that's coming up at 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Time. So don't forget, it is freebie frenzy, and you're going to be paying for two. You're going to be getting something. Aaron goes, you're going to pay for two and you're going to get something for free. That's a good way of putting it. You're going to get something for free. Always going to get something for free when it comes to the freebie frenzy. So we'll be showing you another one on Craft Vault. So let's pop all this one out of the way. So what I like to do, as you know by now, and if you don't already know, is when it comes to Wake Up Call, I like to give some hints and tips. Sometimes it's questions that you've asked that maybe you want to go over again. Maybe you're unsure how to do something, but you don't always like to ask. So this is where I come along and we will cover them within the Wake Up Call. So what we're going to do is let's have another quick look to see what everyone is saying. I'm going to take a drink of my cup of tea. And yeah, thanks, Erin. I did actually, yeah. You know, it's one of those where it's just spot on, spot on. I don't want to let it go cold, but it will do. We've got, right, the Get It, Got It Good, the deal is now available on the website. It's now all sorted, the gremlins have been kicked out. So if you are after the actual classic pens, which is the hint of, so it's 36 in total. So you're getting 6 in a pack, and then you're getting 6 packs. There are different colours within them, so you're not getting duplicates, but they're going to work, complement your full classic range perfectly because of the codes. Or if you don't have the classic pens, but you really like the look of these ones, then you can absolutely use them as standalone colours. So you can see there, right at the side of me, £41 here in the UK, $62 in the United States. That is our Spectrum Noir hint of classic markers, 36. So with these ones here, you are able to get a hold of them when it comes to our Get It, Got It Good. Good. Absolutely, Erin. Good indeed. Now, keeping on with the classics, and when it comes to the classics, these are refillable. And this is one of the questions that sometimes get asked quite a lot, is how do you refill them? Because these last you such a long time, we do our refillable inks. So these are our alcohol inks, which are the refillable tubes. Now within these ones here, because these are alcohol based, you can still do all your alcohol technique based projects. So if you want to do all your inking, if you want to do it onto your canvases and your mixed medias and all these different effects, you absolutely can do. But of course they are there to top up your classic ranges. So what we're going to do to start with is I'm going to go into my tube, the bottle of the classic. Now what I want to do is I want to get rid of all that ink out of the pipette so that I can show you. So it comes in with the pipette already built into the lid, so you don't even need to worry about trying to decant it or buying any pipettes. It's all there. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this one in, and then we're going to press the top. So it's refills / re-inkers if you're having a look at these on the website. So if you do search for them, then search for re-inkers, and that's where you will find them. So what we're going to do is I'm popping that into the bottle. Now I'm going to press the top of the pipette and then let go. And what that's going to do is that's going to suck up all of that ink. Now this is well more than what you actually need. You only need a few drops. So then what I'm going to do is bringing in the pen, and I'm going to go to the chisel nib for this side here. Now you might want to use a little bit of a kitchen roll or that, because what you need to do is just grab a hold of it. So if you don't want inky fingers, then use kitchen roll. But I'm just going to grab it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to, or paper towel in the US, we're going to pull this one out. So we're just pulling it out, and then that is us now giving us the aperture bit within the middle to pop our pipette in. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just pop that into there, and I'm not pressing, I'm just letting it go in as far as it can. But what I'm also going to do then is I'm just going to lightly press, and I just want a couple of drops. So maybe about 2 or 3, so it's not a couple, but 2 or 3 drops. Can you see I've still got some ink in my pipette? Now that's all that I need to pop in. You don't want to overfill it, because then what's going to happen is it's just going to bleed out, it's going to pour out, you're going to be left with ink everywhere. So then what we just do is pop the chisel nib back in and just gently push in, And then what you can then do is for just a couple of minutes or so, you can hold it upright just to let that ink just flow all the way down to the bottom or whichever end that you're wanting to have refilled. And then even then again, you could tip it the other way. That's going to get the ink just flowing nicely. Then I would go back to just holding it and storing it as it is into your tray. So that's how you can refill your classics. And then I do have a little extra hint. If you've got the tri-blends aren't refillable, but what you could do is if you have a tiny, tiny little container, a little lid, something like that, what you could do is put a few drops of your ink into the lid, take your tri-blend, so take our tri-blend, and then what you could just do is, this one is Ice Grey 2, which is this colour, pop a few drops in the lid and then just sit your pen in. That's going to enable your tri-blend just to last that little bit longer, but that's what you would need to do. You would need to balance it up against something so it stays in place. But that's just a nice way in which you can kind of prolong your tri-blend pen that little bit more than the classics. But there you go. That's how you can refill your classic pens. So what we can then do is let's take, have I got kitchen roll? Nope, I don't. Oh, I do. Let's go. We'll need to get some. We've got Jake in today, so we'll need to get Jake to get us some kitchen roll. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to stay here and we're going to go straight on to launch day. Because it's a Monday, we've got a launch day. It's myself and Ben. You can see the details right at the side. 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Time. And it's all about our nitwit positivity. So it's all about the cats and the dogs. They are cute, but they're not too cutesy. They're really, really nice. They're really, really cute and fun to play with. I have got lots of boards to show you that we can go through everything that you're going to get. If you're going to go into that main bundle that you can see there, $79.99 here in the UK, $124.95 in the US of A. But as we always say, so many of you are in the Club Inspire, which you're not even going to be paying that, which is an even bonus. But Ben will be going over it in a lot more detail with myself and him on launch day. I get to do the creative part, the even more fun part. But here we go. If you were familiar with the Bloom of Grace collection, along the same lines concept-wise, but it's all about the cats and the dogs. So let's go into the paper pads here. This is unbelievably gorgeous colours running through here. So check all these ones out. So a little bit of autumn to it, but what you can then do is start to bring in your own colours from your own paper pads that you can see here. So these are 12 by 12, 250 GSM. Now you're getting 36 double-sided sheets, and then when it comes to these ones here, you're getting 6 of each colour. Very gender neutral when it comes to these colour tones here, and certainly when it comes to maybe the greys, the dark browns, even some of these kind of like orangey colours going to work well for the colours of your animals if you are wanting to use them as a backdrop. So that is the core colour basis. Then we've got the pattern papers to go with them as well. All of these ones as well as the cardstock are matte, so you can ink and stamp. 180 GSM with these ones, also 36 sheets, and you've got 3 per design. But you can see some of these designs from florals and polka dots, and you've got very monochromatic. We've got plaid, or we've got tartan. You can see the florals in that aspect there as well. Paw prints that run through to match the cats and the dogs. Absolutely adore all of these ones. Double-sided as well, so the opposite side is going to complement the pattern. Then we're going on to this 12 by 12. These all come bound together. 250 GSM for all of these ones. 24 sheets, and you're getting 4 sheets in total. These are all die cuts, so you don't need to do anything at all other than pop them out. You've got your alphabets in large letters. Look at the doggies that you've got here. You've got little tags. So if you want to then do your memory books, you can add these little tags at the side of the memory books. You've got your hearts, you've got little phrases. Look at the pussycats as well. And see what I mean by they're cute, but they're not overly cute. They've got that caricature to them. You've got tags, you've got these ribbon borders as well, all die cut. We've got additional components for your calendars. You've got all your little arrows, again, to create your tabs as well. And then you've got lots more as well. Little kind of like calendar parts, all of these diaries into place, all these little photo frames as well. So it's if you've taken those instant photos and pop your photos behind, because these all have the apertures that pop out as well. All of that as well. Not ending there, we've even got what you guys absolutely loved when it come to the Bloom of Grace collection. This is your decoupage. These are all die cut for you. So you're going to pop them out. During one of the demonstrations, I'm going to show you how you can actually make your decoupage even larger. So these all die cut for you within these ones here. 48 sheets when it comes to the doggies and 48 sheets when it comes to the pussycats. Look at that one. Look at them, loving them. And even how it comes to the orange and the pink with the pussycats, it works so well. So what I'm then going to do is we can show you how. You've even got an embossing folder as well. Cut and emboss folder, so the center die cuts out, but then all the way around the detail you've got the paw prints as well. So this is so much fun as well. I know it's harder to see on this one here, but you've got all those little paw prints in the design. You can see it just here. 5x7, so it's going to go through the Gemini Junior as well as your MIDI. Then we've got some stamps here, so this is going to complement whether it's going to be for the dog or for the cat. Nice selection of stamps here that you can be inking up with too. And then we've got as well the stamps as well as the images as well, the die, so you can be stamping and colouring and then die cutting, maybe using them as a silhouette. 11 pieces in total, you're getting 4 dies and 7 stamps. And then we can see here, same idea but with the doggies that you can see here. So again, 9 pieces within these ones here, 3 dies and 6 stamps, and you can create your own images or even your backdrops if you want. I even love this little border at the side here with the little paw prints as well. How cute is that? How cute. Woof. And those furry ever friends as well. A little bit of a woof. A little bit of a woof on a Monday morning. Do love a woof. My woof just comes out from nowhere sometimes. You know, before you know it, the woof comes out. So let's have a look at this and let's see what we can create. Absolutely adore doggies, as you know by now. So there's no surprise that I'm going with the dogs. So Erin's glad as well. I think I would say as well, I might be going out on a limb here, but Charlotte, I think Charlotte would like to go with the doggies as well. Yeah, 100% think so. So let's go for it as well. Although Adam, top of my head, Adam's more of a pussycat, aren't you? Yeah, he's nodding his head there. More of a pussycat. So what I'm going to do now is I've brought my folder into place and I've got a 5x7 card blank that you can see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sandwich that into the middle. Now I'm going to bring in my card and I'm going to sandwich that in just the front of the card because it's only the front bit that I want to have cut and embossed. So we can see that's good to go. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to pop my plate in, so base cutting plate. Then we are going to use our top plate, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my metal shin just to add that little bit of oomph. So what we can do. Apparently you're getting distracted by me just woofing on a Monday morning. There we go. It's usually a Saturday night that I'm woofing, but now it's a Monday morning. So this one is now going to come out. So it's going to cut out the inner part, but it's going to emboss all of the outside. So let's remove all this one out of the way. So taking this one up, can we see now we've got, look at the paw prints. I'm not sure, there we go. There we are. You can see the paw prints, how we've got that embossed. We've even got our little panel, so you could be using that elsewhere if you want to. Maybe a little spaceman's hat, you know, little hat, 2 ears and the chin. You could do a little bit of a drawing if you want. But we can move all that out the side, that out the side. Then we're going to bring in one of our sheets. So within our sheets just here, what we've got is all these parts. And as I say, these all just pop out. So easily pop out, but I've got mine here good to go. And then we're going to pop in a few foam pads into the back. So I'm only going to pop just a couple on the back. You can then add more or you can use your glue gel. So we are layering these ones up. So we're just going to pop that over the top. We're going to sandwich it over so that it's directly in place. we can bring in our next one, and we can sit that one over the top, and you can see, there we go. So apparently I woofs and goofs a lot these days. Oh, okay, and she says don't stop because it brightens your day. Okay, doke. Well, Jenny, that's her name. Jenny hears that. Sorry, Jenny. Sorry, boss. If Jenny hears that, then you know, I've been asked not to stop. Imagine that. Imagine forgetting your boss's name. Can you imagine? And it's recorded, yeah, and it's going live. It's not awkward, is it? Jenny, I love you so much. Just remember, Jenny, I came in yesterday for you. Yeah, it's very creepy, isn't it? Yeah. Let's add another couple of foam pads on and let's just try and get out of this one. Popping this one at the side, so it's going to come over the side here. Let's just add. Have you? Are you being serious? Did Jenny just text you? Honestly, did she? Jenny's just texted Aaron to say that I'm fired. Bye. If I'm fired, I'm not finishing the show. Why would I? Joke. Of course I would. Of course I would. Right, here. Let's get this one finished off here. So we've popped our image on the front here. I'm going to stamp a bit of a sentiment into the middle here, but you could, if you want to, I'm not going to for this one, you could pop your acetate on the back, but we can then bring in our sentiment. So this is going to be nicely popping through the middle. So it's just possum. Who was that Australian comedian that would say possums? Possum. Dame Edna Everage, that was it. Who's JK? JK. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, just in case anyone wants to know, Jenny did text back and say, joking, I love him. So, you know, don't worry. I will fulfill my commitments for the day before you don't see me again. And Jenny did say that true love means not forgetting her name. I do love her a lot. Loads and loads. Lots and lots. Like jelly tots. What's a jelly tot? It's like a jelly sweet with sugar all over the top. Yeah. You call them dots? Yeah, but yours are just weird though, and some of the things you call them. No, I just called you weird. So here we've got very quick, very simple, but you can see how the embossing does the die cut, it embosses the detail, but what you've got is you've got how that doggy just sits nicely curved around the side. You've got the cats as well, but we've got that full element of collection that's coming in on launch day later on today, 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern time, 5 a.m. Pacific time, and that is myself and Ben. I cannot wait for this one. I know so many of you cannot wait either, because either you didn't get your hands on it on HSN because the bundle had sold out, or you're just wanting a specific element. So do make sure that you tune in. Of course, you can have a look on the website now, but to come into all of the ideas and inspirations, myself and Ben have got a full 2 hours later on today with you during launch day. So let's go back to have a look at our get it, got it, our good. So we've got our Spectrum Noir. This is our hint of, so this is our class seats. So £41 here in the UK, $62 in the United States. You can see how these ones are working complement your full Spectrum Noir range. This is now up and running on our website if you want to pop them into your basket. So that is your get it, got it, you're good. There we go. Perfect. So there we are. So if you want to pop them into your basket, then they are live right now. And that's what's going to be going live for this week. Are you speaking to yourself? I thought you were mumbling away there. It's like you're talking to yourself, Adam. If you hadn't guessed by now, we're actually about to chat with Adam. As I say, it does. Me and Liam give each other a lot of bants together, but I think we really do. We push the boat sometimes, don't we? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do. Yeah, he's very, very stern there. Mm-hmm. There we go. So there we are. So many of you have been asking us to see Adam and know a little bit more about Adam, because we reference him quite a lot. You hear him doing that morning through the speaker each morning when it's him and Laura that it's in. So we've got him in to do. So Adam is our studio manager, and he plays an intricate role when it comes to setting up this full studio. So what he also does is he supervises our vision mixers as well. And trust me, whenever we have a technical issue, live on TV, sometimes it's not even live, but it's during live TV, before or after, it's Adam is the go-to. And even sometimes if he's not here, he gets the phone call and the message saying help. So I am going to be serious in this one, because obviously it's a serious chat with someone that certainly we could not be where we are without Adam. But here he is. Adam, how you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Good. Excellent. Now, first things that I was wanting to know, and I was going to ask you earlier on, and then I thought I'll wait for today, but what made you get into television? What made you want to get started?
So I wanted to be in television since an early age. So around, when you're in like year 10, year 11, you got to pick your first few things you got to do.
Yeah.
And media was like one of the options for me. And it's just a bit different to everything else. And I've always been a bit different. And at the time, I was really big into Steve Irwin, was my inspiration.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, absolute legend.
And I wasn't smart enough, let's say that, just to do all the science stuff of it. So I thought I'd give media a go and go into that way.
Really? And you saying you're not smart enough. When you done this place, Adam, and you say you're not smart enough. Jeezy peeps, you certainly are, that is for sure. But then kind of leading on to that, because you love animals, don't you? You absolutely love animals, that I do know. And we've got a photo. Oh, look, who's that now?
So that's Cleo, that's my cat in Liverpool. She's about 50, and this one is Lola. This is my current cat at the minute.
Oh, look.
That I got in with me in Stockton.
Oh, that is so cute. So cute when it comes to these ones. Right, although when obviously you're working here, behind the scenes and that, you're not much of a crafter, are you?
No, not really.
But you do an exciting hobby, don't you?
Yes, so hopefully in a week or two, we should be able to take you on a little bit of exciting one, do a bit different one.
Yeah, all I've known is, all going well, touch wood, you're going to be taking me doing a bit of axe throwing.
Yeah, axe throwing, yeah.
Axe throwing, so that's going to be good. So it was kind of run along the lines of a kind of like a Try It Tuesday, and we thought when you said that you like to do that we thought we would take me along and we'll do a bit of the axe throwing. So what was it that got you into that?
I actually only got into that when I first moved here.
Right, okay.
Because when I came for my first interview here, I had a bit of spare time, and the axe throwing centre is literally around the corner.
Yeah.
So when I first came up, it was a now strange period between lockdowns. So the centre was open. We ended going down. I loved it. You're throwing sharp things at wood, basically.
Yeah, basically.
What's not to like? So I just got into that, and I'm heavily into it now. I've built my own range and stuff in the back garden.
Oh, amazing.
Got a few different ones now. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it certainly sounds it. It sounds it from when you've talked about it in the past, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to giving it a go, because I've never tried anything like that, nothing remotely like axe throwing and that as well. So it's going to be one that I'm looking forward to, and then I'm fingers crossing, and obviously with everything that's going on in the world, we should be allowed, even if it's just myself and you have to teach me and set up cameras and that. But fingers crossed, so you can watch this space for that one. But yeah, it's going to be good, and thank you so much, Adam, because
it's been a pleasure and quite strange.
It will be really strange for you, because you're used to being obviously through the back, but for you, then we get to be the ones that come into our brand new studio. So for that one, I'm certainly grateful, and I know everyone else is. So there you go. That is now, you've seen Adam, known Adam, so every time now when you hear him saying in the morning, then you know exactly who's behind that voice. So there we are, and a little bit more about him. But what we're going to do is we're going to then move on to now, and we're going to have a look and see what is coming up on Monday Makers, as we were showing you these ones here. This is our floral decoupage. Now this was one that I wanted to bring back in because I love my decoupage. So that is coming up at 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. or of course 8. So that is, we'll start that again. So that is 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, or 8 a.m. Pacific Time, and this is all about that, our floral decoupage. So this is the one where it's going to be Sarah that's taken over when it comes to Monday Makers. You've got your dies, you've got your stamps as well. So once the paper pad runs out, we do have the download on our website as well that you can print out time and time again, but you can of course stamp out the images and then die cut them. So that is these ones that you're getting, £41 here in the UK, $67 in the United States, but of course you won't be paying that because so many of you are actually in the Club Inspire. So here we go, let's have a look and see what else everyone else is saying. So let's go on and let's bring the comments in. Right, where are we? So no, I don't want the keyboard, and I don't want to come out there. There we go, perfect, right, yo, up and running again. Right, we have then got, he says, there we've got, right, Patricia is saying, why does it have to be circular motions? Oh, I've done it again. I've gone into the comments from last night. Right, bear with. There we go. There we are. Right, good. Get it? Got it. Good. Right, so we've now got, so definitely 9, right, yo, that's it. So we've got Cindy saying, are the colours also available in the ink pad? So that's obviously the Classics. No, the colours within the Classics are just within the Classics. That's the hint of, so it's giving you the pastel shades within these ones here. Christine, do you sell all of the ink colours to refill the pens? We do for the kind of like the core Classic range, so not the hint of, not at the moment anyway, but for all the other colours, yes, we do that one. Janice saying, I bought these on Saturday. I was so excited. I have 5 rescue dogs and 4 rescue cats in Italy. I can't wait to see it later on. Fabulous. That's obviously meaning the nitwit, Jan. That is brilliant. Such good things as well, because you can still make and sell, whether it's obviously on any of your Facebooks or anything like that, or if you just want to do for charity, great one for your animal charities as well. Let's see any other questions. Helen is on YouTube is saying, got my pens and so many other goodies. I can't wait to get the new nitwit and play. Again, it's the nitwit. So many of you are jumping to get your hands on the nitwit collection. And we've got Christine saying, looks like you don't need to use the decoupage as you could use them separately as well. Am I correct? So yeah, so we're going to show you that just in a second. So the decoupage dies used with the paper pads, but you've got all the detail within the die. So if you want to use them separately, use your coloured papers, use your cardstock, use your pattern papers, you absolutely can, no problem at all. Rightio. And a big star saying the social says that you can't go anywhere, Craig. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. You're stuck with me. Any other question popping up there? No, not yet. Any questions, any queries, anything else that you want to know? We've still got about 15 minutes to go. So then get them in. So what we can do is let's bring in bits and pieces that I have already got pre-sorted. So we've got our decoupage pad within this one. So we're going to use our peony selection. So when it comes to the 6x6 pad, you've got all these individual images. Now within this one here, because they're all numbered, this one is number 1. Then we've got number 2. Then we've got number 3. We've got 4. We've got 5, 6 and 7. Straight away you can see, if you want, hand cut them, fussy cut them, like I like to do as well, because they're a nice easy shape to cut. But the fact is, you get the dies to go with them. So what we can then do is let's bring in the die sets, he says. So you keep an eye. What we're going to do is, I can see the dies just out the corner of my eye. Shall I just go and get them? Will I? There we go. You have a look at this, and then what we're going to do, there we go, perfect. You have a look at that, and I'm coming straight back. What I'm just doing is getting these. So as you can see, so that's what you're getting in total. So all in total, you're getting the floral decoupage. You're getting actually 9, when I say 9 sets, 9 components. So you get 3 paper pads, 3 stamp sets, and 3 die sets. So here we are, back to me, back in the room. That was a game show, wasn't it? Back in the room with Philip Schofield. Back in the room. Oh, it was the guests were getting hypnotised. That's what it was. Yeah, no, you won't know what I'm talking about, Erin. Have you heard of Philip Schofield? No. Well, I don't love him, but, you know, yeah. Yes, I'm a big fan of Philip Schofield. I channel my inner Schofield when I come on live. TV presenter here in the UK. So if I bring in our main die here, so this is our first one here. Now, if I turn it over, there's a tiny little tab. Now, this doesn't die cut. There's no die on the reverse of it. Now, it will be probably near impossible for you to see, but there is an engraved number just where my pinky nail is, and that says number 1. So let's see. So yeah, near impossible, but there is, it's engraved, so it's not going to come off. So what you're going to do is you're going to overlay that. Now you can see straight away that I'm not in position. I'm not in position. There we go. I'm in position. We can see none of the floral. So what I've just done to start with is where number 1 is, I'm making sure that it's sitting on top of the number 1. So let's pop that one into place. So what we can then do is using our low tack tape, we're going to secure this into place. If you wanted to do these separately, chop it all down roughly, and they're going to go through your Gemini Mini or your Gemini Go. But of course, doing it all together means you'll cut it all at the same time, and they'll go through your Junior as well as your MIDI. So number 2 now, what we're going to do is we're going to pop that one on, tape that into place using our stamp. So let's pop all of these ones on. So just working our way along, so we can have a look now as popping them into place. So I know that one is number 4, so we're just securing them. And what I would suggest is usually when it comes to die cutting more than one, I'll always say to you, you can either do them separate. If you do them together, make sure that they are taped down securely, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. Just make sure that they're all taped securely so that they don't jump and potentially land on top of each other. And what I want to do, now this is, for something so small, this has always been a question that's always been brought up. So on this number here, which happens to be number, I'm trying to see on the back of the engraving, number 3. So you've got the tab for number 3 there. Now this is also number 3. Now it's okay to overlap. See this little bit here, this metal bit? It is okay to overlap. It's not going to damage. There is no die piece on the reverse there, so nothing's going to happen. That bit can be overlapped, and both of them will still die cut, so don't worry about that. I know sometimes anyone new trying this, they get a bit worried or paranoid because they think they're going to damage it. Maybe it's a fault. It's not. It is absolutely a-okay. So what we're going to do is let's do number 5. Let's do number 6, popping them over the top, so they're right over the top, and let's do, which is also number 6 just here, and I'm going to overlay that. Now these are what we class as wafer thin dies, so it's the exact same combination as you would do with any of our other dies. So we can bring in our base cutting plate for this one, then our plastic, magnetic, and then top plate. So this is going to go through your Gemini Junior, because that's the one that I'm using. Of course, I'll go through the large Gemini. If you want to do real batch making with some of the different florals, if you've got your your Pro, then of course you can do, oh gosh, I missed Joe already. Gemini Joe, where is he? You could use your Pro and you can do multiple layers. So straight away you can see how these are all die cut. We've got our full image, and we can see how these are taking all of these. So you've got that nice backdrop. So we can pop all of these ones out, and you can keep them in place in order of the numbers if you want, but I have done them that many times, I know which one goes on top. So have I got everything? So there's 1 and 1. All got the little release holes. So we can see here is all of our dies now, all of our die cut pieces. So it's all about layering them over the top. So what you can then do is you could shape them if you want. I've got ones that have already got foam pads on the back, but let's show you about shaping them. Because I think it's many people think when Sarah and Debbie's and Fiona and Jan's, when they use them, they tend to use your glue gel. which you absolutely can do. But some people think as though you can't shape them if you're using foam pads, which is a myth. You absolutely can. And I'm going to show that. So using our flower forming ball tool, I'm going to go all the way around the edges. And I can see from up above, see how you've got that shape to it now? So you've got that nice curvature shape that works just beautifully. And you would do exactly the same with all the other ones. So you would just go around all the individual components and just start to shape them. So let's take the ones that I've already got done. So we can set that to the side, move this one. And then I'm going to bring in Laird that I've already done. So this is from one of Sharon Callis's die sets, the frame sets that we've got here. We're going to bring in the ones that I've already done here. So nothing different to what I'd done a moment ago. Only difference is I've already got the foam pads ready to go. And even within the stamp set, you get sentiments to go with them as well. So have a beautiful day. And what I've used is a piece of our white smooth card and this kind of very light pastel lilac-y blue in the green. This is from our 8x8 textured cardstock for anyone that's wanting to know. So we can see on here, what I'm doing is I'm taking my pads off and we can position that nicely into the middle. And see, because we've got that curvature, it hides the foam pads. So what we can then start to do is just build upon it. So as I say, you can set them out so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., etc. But I know which one goes on top of where because I do it so often. So we can then pop that one over the place. So you're popping it bang on over the top and you're layering them up. So you're building them up and we're going to work that one in. So we're just finding where it goes, which is there, and working our way in. And it's so therapeutic to do this. You get the dimension when it comes to them, but also what you're doing is you're getting the height as well, which what I would then do for any cards like this, I would make a box to pop it in, because you're not really wanting to pop this into an envelope, because one, you don't want to get it squished, as Erin just said in my ear, but also you don't want to, it's more of a keepsake. It's a keepsake other than just a card. So it's nice to pop it into that presentation box. But what we can do is take these bits off and then we're working them in. So that one goes here. And these papers or cardstocks, these are matte, which means you can then come along and you can add your sparkle pen in place and give it a little bit of a shimmer and shine. And we can pop that one on here. Pop that one on, and then we can bring our last one into place. So let's peel that one off. We can set that into place. Someone's got the giggles, and I'm wondering what they're giggling at. Yes, you're going to see from side on that, my flower's maybe a bit huge, so to speak. I don't know, do you want, we're going to rate see it just in a minute. You maybe won't be popping it maybe that high in foam pads, but you know, the option's there. It's like a layer cake, isn't it? You know, the option's there, and that's the thing, the option is there. But if you look at it full on, we've got our sentiment just to pop on as well. So we'll pop our sentiment on too, so you can see. Yeah, Charlotte, that's why I said I would pop it in a box. What we can do is we can pop this one on. I'm going to be honest with you, like I always am. I probably wouldn't have my flower that deep with foam pads. You know, I just thought, you know what? Let's just show you how you can go really, really deep with the foam pads. So let's see. So you can see. Okay, I don't know who else has just got the giggles there with that one. You know, is that Adam as well? Yeah. So yeah. Maybe I wouldn't even. Or maybe not. Maybe pop. Here we go. So we've got this nice height, we've got the dimension, we've got that little bit of curvature that you can see into play. There we go. So you've got that. There we go. Isn't that just gorgeous? So just bringing out some of the layers that you can see into there. Maybe not using, I did use foam pads and then I doubled the height with foam pads. Maybe not a good move. You might want to do it. You might want to do that and make a box or an envelope box to pop it in. To be fair, even an envelope box probably wouldn't fit it. You would have had to use the box maker, but still, the option's there. It's about the floral decoupage. You can add the height, add the dimension. You can go on with your sparkle. You can make big backdrops. You can make really nice, delicate focal points as well if you want. You've got the peony, you've got the floral spray, and you've also got the rose as well. Coming up on Monday Makers with Ben and Sarah. You can see it coming up just in a moment, which is there. So each of them, you get the die set, but then you also get the stamp to go with it, and you also get the paper pad as well to go with it too. So that's coming up at 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. Eastern Time or 8 a.m. Pacific Time, and that is over, you ready for this? Over 45% off when it comes to that bundle there. £41 here in the UK, $67 in the United States of America, and of course, I know I've said it a number of times, if you are, which most of you are, in Club Inspire, you're not even going to be playing that. So everything, let's show you, that's going to be coming up today. Let's just kickstart it by saying, remember, there is only one craft vault today. You guys stateside have got an HSN with Sarah. So what we're going to do within craft vault with myself and Ben, kickstart in the freebie frenzy that you can see right at the side of your screen right now, kickstarting with the craft vault, 11 a.m. here in the UK, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. Pacific Time. And then what we're going to do is, within that one, you're going to buy 2 items and you're going to get one for free, starting where we showed you with the swash, where you're buying the 2 ink pads and you get the stamp for free. So that's just one of the things that's coming up. But then what we've got later on after that, again with myself and Ben, is launch day. That's all about Nitwit Positivity collection that you guys are loving. And just to reiterate, it is the complete collection. When I launched this on HSN, it sold out even before we got to the live shows. So this is your chance now to get the full collection when it comes to Crafters TV. It is sold individually if you do want to cherry pick certain items. Maybe you want to get more of the decoupage pads, but the best value is always going to be when it comes to that full bundle, which we're going to be showcasing just in a moment. And then, well, there we go. 12 by 12 paper pads, 3 of them in total. You're getting 2 of your decoupage pads. You're getting 2 of your stamping dies. You're getting your cut and emboss folder and your sentiment set as well, all around the cats and the dogs as well. And I know I said it earlier on, I'm going to say it again. It's very cutesy, but not overly cutesy, very caricature that would work for a lot of ages. So that's going to be coming up on launch day, 1 p.m. here in the UK, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, 5 a.m. Pacific Time. And then what we've got after that one is going to be Monday Makers with Ben and Sarah, whereas Sarah's going to be showing you the decoupage and some more different things that you can be doing with them when it comes to the collection. So that's going to be 4 p.m. here in the UK, 11 a.m. or of course 8 a.m. Pacific Time for you guys stateside. But in between each of these shows, if you want something extra to do, what you can do is head across onto our website and you'll find our Handmade with Love. So what you're going to do is a blog. So I'm not going to read out the full details here, but you can see it right along. Actually, let's do it. www.crafterscompanion.co.uk/page/blog. That's going to take you to the Handmade with Love, and it's all about Bernie this week. So we've got a nice blog interview when it comes to Bernie, so that's going to be good. You can still, of course, go back and read the one with Leanne and Debbie, but this one is all about Bernie. So there we go, that's it. That's been a fun action-packed day when it comes to the Monday edition of Wake Up Call with Craig. I'm going to be back at the exact same time tomorrow, 9 a.m. here in the UK, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. Pacific Time, where we're going to do a lot more crafting, show you a lot more goodies, and hopefully inspire you with a lot more ideas. I'm going to see you in about an hour and 2 minutes time with Ben for the Craft Vault. Have a lovely rest of the day, stay safe, stay well, and we will see you very shortly. Bye.